Okay. Hey, here we are. Hi. Um, Welcome to my Facebook, YouTube page, whatever one you're watching on. Welcome to Stampinopolis. I am Barbara, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S., in Colorado, and I'm glad you stopped by with me today. Um, we are going to be making a 12 by 12 inch sampler, and I will flip the camera around and let you see. Give me a sec. Thank you for your patience as I work with all this crazy stuff that I just figured out how to work. Okay. First couple of housekeeping things. Here's my April host code. If you would like to order anything that you see in this demonstration, you can go to my store right here, barbaraharopoulos.stampinup.net. And April 26th, you see, that's the wrong date. April 26th, I will be doing another Facebook Live. I'm not sure what the project will be yet, but I will be doing another Facebook Live. My website just went live today, stampinopolis.com, and you can email me there at barb@stampinopolis.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and Pinterest. So, sorry about my feet. I couldn't get the camera to go the long way. I'll have to figure that one out. But we are going to be creating this sampler right here. Sorry about the glare. This is using some of the papers from Celebration. So some of these are not available, but I also have some cut to make a sampler with the stuff coming up, the new in colors. And if I have enough time, hopefully I will be able to show you that one too. Nope, we're going to move this because that's for the other one. So let's dive right in. First thing I did when I created this was, here's my 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock to give myself the parameter to lay out all the pieces. Wait a minute, where's my pieces? Here they are. To lay out all the pieces. I gave myself a 1 1/4 inch edge. Oh my goodness. So I scored it very lightly so that I could see. Just very, very light so that I could see, and I have a border. There's the word border to lay out my inner pieces. And then you won't see that border when I add you won't see the score lines when I add my border pieces. Did I do 1, 2, 3, 4? No, I did 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 4 right there. Okay. And I'm lining it up on this side of the trimmer. It's just a little easier to see when you're doing little measurements. That's one of the things I love about this trimmer. Oh, okay. Trimmer's going to take a hike. And there we have, I don't know if you can see it. You might not be able to see it on camera, but there's a very light score line all the way around. And that is what I'm going to use to lay my corners. So we have all the paper here. Oops, all those little hearts. That's for the other one. I saw this demonstrated by Rachel Tessman, who is one of the Stampin' Up! $1 million salespeople. And it was so fun. And I've been having so much fun doing these. I'll show you the few others I have. I've made. So you have 7 pieces of the 3 by 3 colored cardstock, and then 2 of those 3 by 3 pieces you're going to dry emboss. So you have a little texture on that. I'll move those over. So you kind of see. Let me get the other one for a minute. You see on the sample here. you're going to lay them out kind of like quilt blocks, right? And then there's the long one is down here. Now you can put this one up in the middle. You can put it up here, wherever you want to put it. I'm going to keep it this way. And I also turned the embossed pieces. I have one facing vertical and one facing horizontal. And then there is the one piece that's stamped is the banner up here. So why don't we do that? Let's get the banner piece. Let's move that out of the way because, you know, I get ink all over the place and I don't want to do that today. So I threw myself off doing it. Let's get Granny Apple Green. Why not, right? Ink that up. And we're going to go right here, right in the sort of middle-ish. Give it a good press. There we go. You make my heart smile. Now, put that up there. What we're going to do is make a little flag on this. Super easy. Just cut a little bit in the middle and then angle the two corners over to it. Unless you mess it up on live Facebooks. Come on. There we go. Then to make it look a little wavy, like it looks in there, we're going to curl it just a little bit with the bone folder, like that. Give it a little curl in the middle. And then again, give it a little curl over here on the end. And then when we put it down on the sampler, we're going to put just some dimensionals on the back. So I am going to do that right now. Just put one there and put one there, and we won't open them up yet. Put that over there. All right, let's bring this back in. And we just make our layout. I mean, it's so much fun. You can lay them out however you want, but you see, because I have that border with the score marks, I can get them kind of sort of settled. The middle one goes last. Oh, that's going to be an embossed one there. Oh, and an embossed one goes over here too. You know what? You could do them wherever you want. I'm just trying to follow my pattern there. And then that one there. This one down here. Then you can just measure them out a little bit, eyeball it. I mean, you could really, if you wanted to, measure everything out with a ruler and little tick marks, but that's not me. So there, that's where the 7 will be laid out. So let me get those glued down. Let's get my glue. Make sure it's not sticky. This glue is very sticky, by the way. Whoops. And you don't need that much even. Yeah, you can use your adhesive of choice. If you've seen me at all, you know that I prefer wet glue to the tape runners. Tape runners just always kind of wrap around my fingers and all over the place. Oh, this one is going to have a ribbon around it. So we're going to get a ribbon. 2 of them have ribbons around them. So we're going to just clip that in half. Get your ribbon scissors. Do you have scissors for everything? I have scissors for everything, I think. So we're going to do that. All right, you see what we're going to do. Get that all glued up. Let's get my glue holder down here. Isn't that cute, that glue holder? That is from the Country Hive. If you look it up, she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and her husband have a, what is that called? Laser printing business. And they make all kinds of cool storage solutions for your glue and all your little tidbits. Make sure that's straight. There we go. Okay. There's two glued down. Had to check back on my sampler just to make sure I'm doing it right here. Okay. Get that kind of lined up. Make sure you have your spaces fairly even. And it's easier to do your sides first before you do your middle. This way you're sure your middle is pretty much centered. Okay. It also makes a lovely loud noise when you're picking it up and down. Okay, let's see. I hope you can hear me okay. This is my first time using the StreamYard stuff, so hopefully it's working okay. I have to be honest, I can't see any comments right now because I was a little nervous about getting it all working right. So I will go through the comments, I promise, and say hi and answer afterwards. There's also going to be a companion blog post on my new website with the material list and measurements. And I'm also, I think you could see in the description of the video, let me make sure that's right. I originally saw this, like I said, on Rachel Tessman's website, and I put the link in there because I like to make sure that I credit the people that have inspired me. Okay, so there's that. Now, get these little hearts out of the way. Okay, so I have this piece is kind of over here like this. But, you know, you can play around with these. This one is here. Oops. Right. That one is there, I think. Let's see. Oh, I think I didn't have all the right pieces that I had in that because I've been using that like crazy. Oh, let me see. That's going to be the middle piece. So that gets a double mat, a double layer. You see, it's just very, very thin, but it's fun, right? All right, let's see. I know what I'm doing. There we go. I want that there. Why do we have this extra piece now? I don't know. So I will put it over there. Ah, where's my long piece? Uh-oh. I might have to cut another piece. Okay. So when you're satisfied with this, with your layout, however you want it, then you can start gluing down your designer paper. And you could do this with any paper, any patterns. Just make sure that, you know, when your patterns are all going the right way, like you don't want your rainbow upside down, right? And like I said, I have the pieces cut to use with the new in colors. The new in colors are so pretty. They're so bright and so fun. And I'm excited for them to go live. If you become a demonstrator, of course, you can avail yourself of them early. Okay, this little doodad here is going to go like that. So I'm going to put a couple of, see, I want to make sure the cherries are going the right way. Okay, so flip it over and put a dimensional on the top and on the bottom, and then we're just going to lay it right over the ribbon here. This glue is so sticky all the time on my fingers. There we go. So there is that. Let's see. Move them again. Okay. Get your layers down. Yeah, the new catalog is going to go live on May 1st. There's so many beautiful new things in there. And now is a great time. There is a up to 60% off sale on the Stampin' Up! The retired products, the things that are retiring from the old catalog and the mini catalog. Ends April 30th. If you want anything, now is the time to get it, especially if you want, oh, let me make sure that goes there. Is that the one that goes there? Yeah. If you want refills, what are they called? Yeah, the re-inkers for your old in colors. If you have the in colors that are retiring, now is a great time if they still are in stock. I know that they're retiring 3 of the very popular stamp blocks, which I don't know why they're retiring them, but and they're already sold out. And since they're retiring, there's not going to be a chance to get it again. So, okay. This one now is going to act kind of like a plant box. So we're going to kind of put that right up to the edge there. But we're not going to glue it down 100% yet. And it also gets a little ribbon. So let's glue the ribbon on. Come on. Ribbon is very persnickety to be gluing. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is put some glue on the bottom to hold it there. Okay, now this long piece is supposed to have another piece to it, which I don't see, which means I think I have to cut another one. So let's get that settled here. Oh, look at that big space. Barb thinks that there might have been a miscut on that one. Oh boy, hey, it's live, right? So let's see if this piece, will this piece fit? Oh, see, yeah, that's supposed to be the size of the bottom piece. I think I cut those backwards. But you know what? We're just going to roll with it. It's live. Okay, so what you want to do with this piece here, I'm going to make sort of an offset heart. And you just do it freehand. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get the paper snips out. You never know what's going to happen live, right? If you're there, tell me where you're watching from. Like I said, I'm in Colorado. I'm in the Denver metro area. And it's a beautiful day. Then I could put my rainbow over here. Is that what I think that's what I planned on doing. So I'm going to put some glue on the edge here. It was nice and sunny. It looks like it's getting a little overcast now, but we have had the craziest weather. We had a crazy windstorm last week, and oh my gosh, I lost power for days. 5 days we were out of power. 4 days, 5 days we were out of power. It was a long time, and I'm very glad that we have our power back. The first thing we both did, my husband and I, was, of course, jump in a shower. So there we go. There's our kind of corner focal piece. Not exactly the same as the sample, but you know what? You roll with it when you're doing a live, right? Get that extra glue off the edge there. Okay, so now we have all our pieces all set. And we know we're going to make a little focal kind of area here. And this is going to be the big focal area. So let's get our love, love, love. Oh, come on. So these are with the, what die is this from? Oh, this was from an add-on Paper Pumpkin die. Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's monthly subscription box. And they have add-ons that you can get. And this was in it. As you can see, it's very delicate. Now, the other one only had 3 on it, but since I have the extra one cut, this one's going to have 4. And then we have a couple of hearts. Now the hearts, let me show you. I use the bee builder punch because you see this is the bee and his wings and his antenna, but it's also hearts. So you just slide your paper in there. Don't slide it all the way down. And then boom, you got hearts. I like this punch a lot. And the bee is cute too. Let me see. I have one right here. That's the bee. That's the skeptical bee. See his face? That's what we call him, the skeptical bee. So let's get a red heart and a green leaf and a seafoam heart, maybe. No, is that seafoam? I can't remember these colors. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's how we're going to lay that one out. And then this one, I said it's going to be kind of like a plant box, right? So we're going to just start building with the different colored leaves. And then, of course, we're going to put some hearts in there. Let's see. Maybe we could do the little, what's over there? Oh, I got a heart on the edges. Okay. Ah, come on, they won't come up. Here we go. So we got a heart laid over here, like that. And then one laid over here like this. I mean, this is just so much fun. Oh, you know what? I'll put the red one over here since that leaf is there. Do that. And then we'll do that one here. It's a little better, right? And then you see how it's kind of like a planter box. Then, oh, where'd my sentiment goes here. So let's get that down. Make sure it traverses both of those boxes. And then, come on, hearts. We got a heart like that. And then a heart like this down here. And then we got a little guy up here, like that. Oh, well, we'll fix that. My fingers are sticky. Okay, so then we got some hearts kind of scattered over here. Oh, that's matchy. Matchy. We can't do that. Kind of scattered down like this. There's a little guy. There we go. that. And then we have a little heart cluster on this fella over here. So we'll do this and a red one. And a couple little guys. Come on, these little guys are hard to pick up when your fingers are sticky. I should be using my take your pick tool. That would help. You know what? I think I'm going to throw a little heart down here too. Just because I can. And then we have one more leaf that we could put back there. And then there's your layout. And that was really fast, wasn't it? You know, the trickiest part of all of this is cutting all these pieces. So, okay, I have a couple extras. That's all right. Just put them over there. Okay, and now what we do is we've got to start gluing everything. So that one's down, that's down. So let's get that take your pick tool. It's got the putty end, so it's easy to just pick those little things up, put a little dab of glue on it, and then put it right where you want it. Another little dab of glue. Uh-oh, that wants to stick to my glue. Have you made a sampler with your paper materials? I thought this was a very clever use of your paper materials because, you know, not everybody wants to make cards or wants to branch out a little bit and make a couple of different things. So I could have put that glue on the other side. It's okay. We'll put the rainbow over there. What other kind of things do you like to make when you're paper crafting? When I first started, I was just crazy about making those little folios. And I have a ton of little folios, but I don't have any pictures in them yet. I actually did make one specifically because I had a hip replacement in August, and I made one specifically to document my hip replacement, not like literal surgery pictures. Don't worry about that. But, you know, I had pictures of me before, you know, after I came out of surgery and with my surgeon and all that kind of stuff. And I just haven't gotten the pictures printed. I'm sorry, that's giving me a hard time again. There we go. So, and they're just cute little things. They're great to give as gifts. And so, yeah, I was kind of folio crazy there for the first month or so that I was really starting to get into the paper crafting. And then branched out into the cards, and I just love making the cards. It's so much fun. And it brings joy to people, right? Why do something if it's not going to bring joy to people? I guess it brings joy to me, but it's nice to bring joy. Oh, that hearts are very crooked. There we go. Bring joy to others. All right, let's get this guy. What we're going to do here, we're going to glue this down a bit, but then I'm going to put a little mini, see I have a little mini, what are these, dimensionals? But I am going to cut that a little bit, and I have sticky scissors, see, it says sticky right on them. I don't know if you can see, it says sticky on them, because I just need a little thin piece to put behind those leaves. I'm going to do a couple because I am going to need it down there too. And this is where it gets a little dicey because I'm going to kind of get it all peeled, and it's also, everything is sticking to your fingers at this point. I have glue all over me. And then you just have to get it back there. I probably should have done it before I laid it down, but you know, we're a hardy bunch, us crafters, aren't we? Okay, there we go. Then we're going to lay our other hearts down. See, it's all sticking to my fingers. Oh my gosh. No, I'm going to wait on that one a second. Here, I'm going to put the red one there. And I promise this is all going to dry and it'll be fine. But like I said, if you want to use your tape, or you just want to use old dimensionals even and give it a real, you know, 3D kind of look, you can do that too. Put that guy there. Right, that's the side that's getting glue since you presented yourself. What papers do you guys have at home that you would do this one with? It's just you could do it with so many. If you go watch the look, I can do this while I'm talking. If you go watch the video that I told you was my inspiration, she used the lavender paper, and it was just so pretty. But I like this stuff because I like the lavender paper for cards. So see, I got the dimensional on there just to give it a little oomph like that one. And it was much easier to do it that way. So here I am just gluing my hearts and stuff. There we go. I know there's been crazy weather kind of all around the U.S. Have you had any crazy weather by you? I know I see so many. There's storms, like crazy storms all over the place these days. I hope everybody is okay if you have had that kind of stuff. Like I said, we had 4 or 5 days without power, and that was pretty wild. We had running water, so we stayed here and toughed it out in the apartment. There was a couple of people, you know, we live in a 55 plus complex, and we're kind of the youngest, among the youngest people here. So we toughed it out, but there was quite a few of our neighbors that went to family or friends. You know, people need their oxygen and things like that. All right, I'm going to do this. We're going to see, I have this little glue bottle with a needle tip, they call it, precision point. You can get these on Amazon. You actually get about a bag of 10 of them. And it just, you put your glue in, you put your glue in, and it helps you do these little things now. I didn't have it upside down. Oh boy, oh, there we go. I thought it was going to make a liar out of me. But you see how little tiny bit of glue comes? Now we could be smart about this. Where is my mat? Here it is. My silicone mat. This way, if any glue dribbles off of it, it's not going to be a problem. I've seen some people, before they die cut it, they'll put it on a adhesive sheet, and you can certainly do that. I've also seen people have their glue in a little container and have a little sponge dauber in there, and you can certainly do it that way too. Let's see what I had this one there next. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do what you need to do, right? There's not one perfect way. It's just whatever way you decide is best for you. Oh boy, my phone is blipping. Hopefully it didn't interrupt the stream there. Whoops. Okay. Just a little more glue on that guy. Tedious, right? Let's see if I can get the glue on both of these. Now, you don't certainly have to be this involved, or you can use bigger embellishments or words or whatever you want to use. I just like love. So, whoops. It's one of my favorite Bible verses. Faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. So if something says love, it's usually, yep, I'll get it. I don't care if it's a pillow. In fact, I have a pillow behind me that has love on it on my chair there. Okay, my fingers are super sticky, so it's sticking to my fingers and all kinds of stuff. All right, look at this. We're almost done. We just have to get these little guys in here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put some, let's put these little guys on the tips, right? See? Just like that. Put the little cut piece on the tip. Make sure it's on the right side. See, there's a front and a back side of the die, of this die cut. That's the back. The front has a little more definition to it. Sorry, I'm kind of like flapping that around like that. So just make sure you got all your stuff straight and right. Come on, take those pieces off. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little dab of glue on the stem and slide it in. The red one was in the middle, right? Okay. Now this was the one that was on the end. Okay, we're not going to put a dimensional on there. We'll just get that one glued down. Okay. Then we have this one. And then, you know, when you're doing this, I forgot about this tip because I did it the last time. You can take a pic when you got it all laid out, take a picture of it on your phone so that you remember how you had stuff laid out, because I'm sure I'm not laying these out now in the correct spot that I had it. Is there a correct spot, really? It's crafting. You can do what you want. That is the beauty of creating. All right, there we go. Now that we got them, I just put a little bead of glue across here and get that glued down. There we go. Now we add our hearts on the sides. Why am I using that? We want that one. Sorry about the noise there. All right, let's give him a little spot of glue so that he'll stay attached. Then put the other guy down, and look at that. Really, like I said, the big time-consuming part of this is not getting everything laid out. It's getting everything cut out. So when you have your pieces all ready, there we go. That is almost complete. I'm just giving you a little bit of a closer look. Then you take your strips. So these strips go on the border, and they're 1 inch. So it gives you a little bit of border between your edges. and your sampler squares, blocks, squares. Let's turn that and see how it fits oh so nicely. Just make sure you got it even with the corners there. That really makes a loud noise on the camera. Turn it again. Get it lined up. And your last piece. Now, if you buy a frame that already has a kind of a mat in there, you don't really have to do this step. But I couldn't find one, so whoops. Uh-oh. Pick that guy up. There we go. See, the good thing about liquid glue too is that it takes a minute to dry, and you can adjust things like that. So there we go. That's that finished sampler. Now I'm at 40 minutes. Do we have time to do the other one with the, you know what, I can just lay it out. I'm going to do it because I'm excited about it. So back comes my paper trimmer. And we do that 1 1/4 inch score. Remember, it's a score, it's not a cut. So make sure you don't have your trimmer blade in there. And because I wouldn't do something like that, right? The new in colors, they're so pretty. They're very spring summery. And who isn't ready for some spring summer color after Christmas and winter? I mean, you know, you're making all kinds of Christmas cards, and winter cards, and everybody's ready for some spring cards. Okay, let's get this going here. So here are my pieces for the spring summer sampler. This is peach pie. Well, let me show you what we're using. We're using this new stamp set, Layers of Beauty. Beautiful. Look at that big stamp. And it has coordinating dies, and you could cut out that whole big rose collage here. And we're also going to use, what is this set? The Nested Essentials dies. I think it might be a little too long, but you know what? It's okay. We're going to use it anyway. And I have all the beautiful in colors all cut out. That's a new embossing folder. Fun patterns. It has these two patterns, so I used one of each. I did the little floral one and the kind of diamondy shaped one. I hope you could see it. And then we have all our beautiful in colors. Oh boy. And roses, and we're just ready to go here. So let's get these all figured out. See, look at this beautiful. Is that not amazing? It's so gorgeous. And there's also a die that you could cut out this, just this rose alone. So I think what I want to do with this one is I want my rose up here and kind of in the middle. So I'm going to lay this one in the middle. And maybe put this down here. Oh, I like that. This down there and that up there. The two embossed pieces in the corners. I'll just lay out my other ones. And then that's another, this is Shy Shamrock, another new color. That can go there. Well, maybe that can go down here. Okay, we'll see. Well, let's get these laid out and glued on. Now this beautiful yellow color is called Peach Pie. And everybody keeps joking that there must be someone in the Stampin' Up! Head office that really loves to eat, because we have peach pie, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and early espresso as some of our colors. So somebody must really like fine dining. And it's okay with me. The colors are gorgeous. So there we go. Let's get that one down there. Do the four corners first, unless if you're doing the big piece in this corner, you can lay that one out. Let's get these two middle pieces. Oh, I hope I'm in the camera. I'm sorry if I'm not. Let's move up a little bit. That looks about right. So these new in colors, I got all the new in color paper design and the Stampin' Right markers and the Stampin' blends, and I went kind of in color crazy. In fact, I got to figure out what color to do the oops, what fell? Oh, I think it was just a pencil. Okay. There we go. Now I am not going to do that heart cutout like I did on the other one, because I'm going to lay the, which side? That side or that side? See, the DSP has two sides. You know what? I think I'm going to do that side. There we go. Last minute decision. Like I said, you can see the big thing with this is doing all the cutting out. So I think I'm going to put this guy over here in this corner. This on the other one was the centerpiece. Now, is this the piece I cut for that? Yep. Okay, so this piece is, oh, that's so loud when I drop that. I'm sorry. This is one of the new in colors. That is, oh, what's the name? I don't want to say the wrong name. Oh, here it is. Summer Splash. That color was Summer Splash. So there was two greens and two pinky kind of colors. Here's Pretty in Pink and no, I almost said Poppy Parade. That's not right. Petunia Pop. I knew there was a pop in there somewhere. And see, they have the different designs on either side of the paper. So we're going to go, let's say, this time we're going to go with the polka dots up. And they all go together so nicely. Get some stripes going up there. Bring in another, oh, let's see. Let's do this side. Try to get all the designs on there too, right? am I missing? All right, we're going to go with the green. Oh, no, I can't do the green there. I should have laid them out. Ribbon. What ribbon was I going to use there? It's a piece of this pretty iridescent ribbon that I have. We're just going to wing it and cut it. All right, let's give that a better trim so that we got no fraying edges. Look at how pretty that is. So just do a little bead of glue across there. Press it in, center it, and we'll get our dimensionals. Now, kind of want that flower design to go up like that. So do top and bottom, just like we did on the other one. Aren't these colors are just so gorgeous. And then over the ribbon, you can pull the ribbon a little bit. Okay, now we're going to get our beautiful roses right there. So, Dimensional City, here we go. Because you know that has to be popped up so that it draws your eye. It's just so, I saw the person who, she's $1 million salesperson. I'm sorry, I can't think of her name off the top of my head. She had a hand in designing this because when you have $1 million in sales at Stampin' Up, they let you help design a stamp set. And her story was just so amazing. I wish I could remember her name right off the. No, it's not Sunny Day Stamping. I will post a link to it in the comments when I'm done, or up in the description. I'll post a link in the description. Just an amazing story. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I was so excited to do this sampler. And now we have a bunch of the little roses, little flowers that we could just put up with some hearts, all cut out of the new designer series paper. Can we do that? Like I said, I'm just going to lay these out because you have been so patient and wonderful about me and all my. Every time I say I'm going to go live and then something happens and I don't. You know what? We're going to do this here. Let's do this over in this corner here. And we can add some more leaves over here if we want. Here we add that little leaf there. We need a green heart with, look at these little doohickeys up there. Put them up there, and then I have a bunch of little tiny hearts, just like we did with the other one. We could sprinkle a couple other little flowers over here, maybe right in the middle. Maybe we can even put a couple little, oh, we got another one of these little doodads. that there. How's that look? That's cute, right? There we go. Okay, well, I am going to get busy gluing these down and end the video because you've seen me glue them down already. You don't need me to see me do that again. And I appreciate so much. Here, let me switch the camera around in time for you to see my hubby walk in the door, probably. So there we go. I appreciate so much that you can't see. I don't know where the camera is. Sorry. I appreciate so much that you came and spent some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you again. There's all kinds of things on my website. You can sign up for my newsletter and have there's some tutorials on there. The companion blog post for this project will be up later tonight, and all the measurements and everything will be in it, and a list of all the supplies that I used. Join me on the 26th. I'll be live again, and I think we're going to do some note cards. I'm not sure yet, but trust me, we'll have a fun project for you, okay? Thanks again. God bless. Have a great weekend.